Welcome to Patriot TV. Our programs are designed to revolutionize your mind and enhance social transformation. When you know more, you do better. Our design is to ensure that every Nigerian leaders and followers become patriotic. Until we set this balance, the national goal we choose to achieve will be far-fetched. For national development to be among the League of Nations, we must teach, learn, and teach again and again patriotism. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about the smeared flag, blood on the flag. My name is Adam Musa Adams. Join me. Moto jam police jam mama, akara mama throw away. Who do we blame in this matter? You ask, why do I speak all these stories and adages? I am not smiling, I am not laughing, I am lamenting because I am a Nigerian that believes in the Nigerian dream. And there were said events that defile the principle of national development. You ask why? Then now let me tell you. October 20th, 2020, about 6:50 p.m., a group of young protesters, Nigerians, my fellow countrymen, were shot at, killing at least 12. According to Amnesty International, this sad event happened at Lekki Toll Gate, Nigeria. As a matter of fact, these young men came out in protest to demand accountability in governance. Sadly, they weren't just coming out. The truth is, and it's very evident, that they were covered in the Nigerian national flag, green, white, green. For the records, green represent our potentials, the possibilities, the availability, that anchor that makes us the giant of Africa. But this potential can become a reality through peace. Covered by the national flag, the most hallowed symbol of every nation that depicts our identity, our culture, they were shot dead. They were clinging to the national flag and they were shot as patriots. Yes, because they believe in the symbol that represents the nation. And what did that do? It smeared the flag with blood. Blood stain came upon the flag, the blood of the Nigerian citizen, that by provision of our constitution should be protected, even not covered in the flag, by covenant's provision. 3 months after, not one has been convicted for this treasonable act, this tragedy that brought the blood of a citizen upon the flag, the blood that the same flag was to protect. Well, we're not just here to tell you this as a news, because it's what you already know. The truth is, they were shot, they died in the country. They stood to demand for accountability in governance. This could be our pain though, but how long do we lament? How long do we keep passing blames? How long do we keep covering for our incompetency and inability to live up to the responsibility and the demand of the oath we took present before us? We wouldn't even blame the leaders, yet we won't blame the citizen, but we know there's one thing: the love for one's country is the desire that pulled and moved this man to demand that in the like of nation, we desire to become like children of other nation. That's their motivation. Nowhere they said they lost their life and the flag was desecrated. We don't want to blame, but we want to talk in the second stanza of the old national anthem. It said, our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace or battle, honor, and this we count as gain, to pass unto our children a banner without stain. This action is a contradiction of the second stanza of the old national anthem, as expressed in the last 3 lines of the second stanza of the new national anthem that reads, and living just and true, at a great lofty height attain, to build a nation where peace and justice reign. The smear on the blood historically. Remember, I told you we had 3 sequences of flag before now. It was changed by an historic incident. The first historic incident, it's our independence, that brought about the design of knowing that the Southern and Northern Protectorate becomes one through peace. And they say that this banner, which is the flag, remember from the opening, they said, our flag shall be a symbol. And he said, this banner, even the flag is a banner. He said, this banner shall be handed over to our children without stain, another generation. The truth is, this generational gap, there was no handing over. And there's a generational gap. And the destruction of the truth, the youth that is there to take over. So we have all the cycling that we have that is putting us where we are. The last line emphasized, what's the emphasis? It said to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. The historic event, look at this very carefully. I saw this in Wikipedia. It said the only thing that can cause for the change of a banner is the historic event. And the historic event here is that the life of citizen had smeared the flag. And in the life of citizen and the blood of citizen who ought to be protected as per the flag, that is reason enough to call for a conference that will call for the change of the national flag, like it has happened severally. So in our summation at Patriot TV, we will demand that the right thing be done. There is every need, because one, leadership, in an attempt to be asked to demand, smeared the blood on the flag, the blood of a citizen. That is a stain. That banner is not enough to be handed over to the next generation. Citizens who are to be protected by government, even when shielded by the most hallowed national symbol, the national flag, were shot dead. One, the act of demanding this is patriotism. Now, the question is, do you think with this action, with this precedent, our government encourages patriotism? If indeed patriotism from leadership and followership is the real tool we need to have a developed nation.
I am Israel Ojagi for Rejoice. Today we'll go to the street to find out what Nigerians think on NSAS protest and related issue. Please come with us. Some people say that the NSAS protest was mischievous. Please tell us what your opinion is.
Yeah, I like that. It was really mischievous. Hoodlums hijacked NSAS protest and it made the whole thing not meaningful any longer. I feel the NSAS project was like a message passed to the government, but we did not really achieve the aim because we didn't take the right course. But it's a good message to the government, but at the end, we lost bearing from getting the right ways of agitating for our rights.
To me, NSAS protest is not mischievous. The aim is good, but it was later hijacked and abused by some hoodlums, which take it upon themselves and then go on wanting destruction of life and property, which is not good in our country. The idea of NSAS is to bring out issues like extrajudicial killing in police, torture, which is against our constitution. The constitution does not say you should torture a suspect. A suspect is a suspect until he is proven guilty by the constitution of Nigeria, by the courts. But when some police arrest a suspect, they go and manner their arrest and they go on torturing, beating, killing, and that is the aim of the NSAS protest.
The NSAS protest is not mischievous. It is a peaceful protest, and it's supposed to have been peaceful, if not for one or two people who wanted it to be violent. but it's meant to be peaceful, and that is what it stands for.
I want to agree 100% with those who say EndSARS protest was mischievous, was organized by a group of criminal elements who don't want anything good for the nation, who has a mischievous agenda, one, to burn down Lagos, to destroy the unity of this country. When it started, I knew it was criminals that were actually behind it. Because if you watch throughout the period of the EndSARS, even the banditry that we're talking about, there was no more. The terrorism was no more. Everything went to sleep while the protest lasted, because all the criminals were on the streets protesting. And we saw the aftermath of that particular protest, what it actually ended up, what the losses that the country incurred.
I wouldn't call it mischievous, because we felt, people kept on saying the youths, where were they? They were at the background doing nothing and all. So at the time they came out to fight for what they felt was right, fight for a just cause and all, but see where it ended up.
To me, I feel the whole essence, the whole concept that is behind the EndSARS protest. I think initially the youths had a good intention, and they had the objective, to me, is quite okay. But at the end of the day, I think the thing was diluted, infiltrated by some undesirable elements, and they tend to have lost focus.
What lessons have you learned from the reported cases of killings at Lekki Tollgate?
Yeah, the killings at Lekki Tollgate, it's just barbaric. The Nigerian security did not handle that incident the way they should have. People dying, uniformed men shooting them. It's not a good experience. It's not a good one.
I think the issue of Lekki remains a mirage. Number one, when I watched the footage of the Lekki thing, and they said 100 people were killed, and when at the end of the day, no one single blood stain on Lekki Tollgate area. And I wonder, those who do that cleaning, they really did a very thorough job. That 100 people were killed and no one single blood stain. I want to thank the military. They acted professionally in dispersing the crowd. Yes, people will get injured. There are a lot of crowd. There are a lot of people. But I want to still praise the military for doing a very wonderful job, because if they had not done what they did, only God knows what will have happened.
Well, the security is still on top. Security is still investigating. There was a time they said that the family should come out. No family came out. They say where are the dead bodies? The dead body was not shown. And there was some video that were going around, so nobody really know exactly what happened.
The lesson I learned from there is that in everything, we should do it accordingly. And the killing is not supposed to be. There's not supposed to be any killing at all, because the whole protest was meant to be very, very peaceful. So the killing, I stand for it for no. It should not have happened.
It's a bitter experience.
In a nutshell, the national flag is my pride. Green, white, green. When I see it, it's lovely.
The national flag, green means agriculture, white means peace, and it symbolizes unity, tolerance, justice, fairness, and love and equity for the state.
Peace and unity. And that is what Nigerians stand for, peace and unity.
If I'm to ask myself and to ask people, do we have peace? Is there unity in the country? The peace and unity is not more there again.
The flag, the Naira note, these are our national symbols. People should learn to respect the flag.
God bless Nigeria.
Welcome to the Question and Answer segment on PatriotTV. I am Israel Ojagifu Rejoice, and today's question goes this way. Will you consider the EndSARS protest as patriotic? If yes or no, give reasons. The first three persons that answer the questions correctly stand a chance to win 500 Naira recharge card each of of any network of your choice. Keep sending your answers to the numbers and social media handles on your screen. And please don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Please stay tuned.